May we then move on to item 2, which is the adoption of our board's corporate policies. And may I invite Bill to introduce the paper for us?
Thank you, Chairman. Perhaps not quite as visionary as Tim's piece. Nevertheless, important that we're a really well-run organisation built on solid foundations which will enable us to serve patients and the public really effectively, and that's what these papers are about. This is a set of governance documents which will help us through the next phase of our development, so from today up till the end of March, when we are an executive non-departmental public body, but we haven't yet taken on all of the functions of the Commissioning Board, which will happen from next April. There are 3 categories of papers here, some which have previously been agreed by the Board Authority, which we're invited to adopt for the Commissioning Board itself, with relatively few changes apart from the word authority being dropped in many places. There are a set of governance documents which the audit committee members have looked through, which just update, refresh the standing orders, the standing financial instructions in a way which makes us fit for purpose for this next phase. So there are some more significant changes in those as befits a new status of our organisation. And finally, just 4 new policies are set out in the cover sheet, which ensure we're really fit for purpose, particularly as we take on more staff into the organisation. There will be a further refresh, particularly I think around the risk management strategy before next April, so that as we take on more direct commissioning functions, our risk management is broadened to make sure all those functions are properly covered. But with that, Chairman, I invite the board to adopt the policy set out.
Thank you, Bill. I would add to that these are the foundation policies for the board. They will be subject to revision as we go along and subject to improvement. I think one of the areas upon which you will expect the non-executive directors to be quite ruthless is to ensure that everything that we do is expressed in clear, simple terms. And I think these papers make a very good start in that direction. But if we're to be true to the way in which we present ourselves to the public, so we need to be true in the way in which we govern ourselves. May I then please take the board's opinion, first of all, to adopt the corporate governance framework, the standards of business conduct, standing orders, standing financial instructions and risk management strategy. Are we content to do that? Thank you very much. The second group are the policies and agreements which relate to disciplinary matters, grievance, attendance, respect in the workplace, capability, partnership agreements, and CCG authorization. Are we content to adopt those? Thank you. And then finally, the new policies, which relate to health and safety, including incident reporting, business continuity, freedom of information, and information governance. Are we content to adopt those? Yes, we are. Thank you very much. Margaret, yes, please.
Health and safety. First of all, before I just make this point, I just wanted to say that I was very, very impressed by the clarity of the documents all round, and I'd like to congratulate the executive team on the work they've done in making these very readable, accessible documents, and I hope that is the platform on which we'll go forward, because it's really very impressive indeed. And the point that I wanted to make in connection with the health and safety policy is that, as with all the policies, it rightly is set in an equality impact assessment. But with the health and safety, I think it would be a good starting point to actually mention the way in which the Disability Discrimination Act is accommodated, and at the moment that isn't actually referred to.
Very good point. I'll take on, Chairman.
Very good point. Thank you, Margaret. We'll take that on board and bring that forward in the next revision of the document. Thank you very much. Subject to that, I have the impression that the board is content to approve all of the policies and agreements that have been brought forward under this heading. Thank you very much. We turn now to item 3 on the agenda, which relates to the board's business plan for the coming 6 months. Bill, back to you, please.
Thank you, Chairman. You'll recall at the start of the Commissioning Board authority, we agreed a set of financial parameters to work within, and indeed critical success factors, which stretched out to the end of March 2013. So the business plan for the Commissioning Board incorporates those that have already been agreed. The amendments here are around the milestones. So we had a set of milestones for the Board Authority, which stretched the life of that authority. What we've done now is put in place the milestones between now and next March to achieve the critical successes that we collectively want to do. Apart from that, and the new introduction and preface from yourself and the Chief Executive, I'm inviting the Board to agree this business plan as amended from that of the Board Authority.
So the amended milestones are on pages 16 and 17. Otherwise, apart from the introductions from the Chief Executive and myself, it's the same document we've previously adopted. Are the Board content to adopt the business plan? Good. Thank you very much.